Guys, it's me again, the crazy introverted girl who wants to take over the world. And today we are going to talk about what introverts are bad at. Now, before you get mad, just hear me out. Introversion is a personality type. It's not an issue that you need to fix, but it also not a superpower that makes you invincible. So naturally, introverts have some strengths as well as some weaknesses. And today, we'll be discussing those weaknesses. It's common knowledge that introverts often prefer to spend their time alone. Even in the last video, we discussed that they recharge through their me time. But that does not mean that they are immune to loneliness. Introverts also need some amount of social interaction, maybe not as much as extroverts, but still, humans are social animals after all. So while solitude is good for you, an excess of it can bring out negative emotions like sadness and overthinking. And many introverts, including myself, are not very good at knowing when they've had enough. And once these negative emotions and the loneliness takes over, it gets more and more difficult to get out of it. Don't confuse this with your introversion. There's a difference between being comfortable with your solitude and feeling trapped inside it. So next time you find yourself cancelling plans, ask yourself why you're doing it. It's okay to stay in sometimes to cook, read, paint, or binge watch your favorite series, but it's also okay to step out on some weekends. That party is not always a bad idea. It's true that introverts dislike small talk and would rather talk about something substantive. But it's also true that small talk is unavoidable and an important part in making connections with different people. I mean, you cannot meet a stranger and just start talking about the universe, right? Except on the internet, that's a crazy place. And it's understandable if you're not good at making conversation. I struggle with it too. I'm really bad at it. And even when I try, I end up saying something weird and then think about it the whole day. But I've come to realize that it's a skill and it can be improved with practice. It's not about changing your personality, it's about developing a skill that can come in handy at times. Let's say you meet someone new and it starts as small talk, but the conversation lengthens and it turns out that they are awesome and you want to be friends with them. Great, right? All because you put in some effort. You might miss out on opportunities if you keep avoiding conversations. Think about it. While during quarantine people are posting screenshots of video calls with their friends and family, I'm here taking days to reply to texts. Yes, I'm really bad at keeping in touch and my friends are so mad at me about it. All my conversations start with ha bade log. So after a Google search and going through some articles, I found out that it's a common pattern among introverts. So I'm not alone. Nevertheless, it's a bad habit. I'm not saying you should keep contact with every single person you know, but the people that you're close to, the people you care about, deserve some effort from your side. If they've always been understanding and always accepted your introversion, shouldn't you be a little considerate about their expectations too? So here's an activity. After you're done watching this video, give a call to your close friends and tell them you miss them. They'll appreciate it, trust me. Also, if you do it, let me know in the comments. Introverts work better alone. And being an introvert, I can confirm that. But the problem is, there is not always an option to work alone. There are group assignments at college, group projects at workplace, brainstorming sessions. You cannot just leave a meeting saying, hey, I work better alone, so I'm just gonna go home and I will text you if I come up with an idea. Unless you want to end up jobless, which you probably don't want. So what most people do is sit through the meeting, staring at their clock, waiting for it to be over, without making any contribution of their own. Which is not any better. Because what is the point of having all those brilliant ideas and creative solutions if you cannot communicate those ideas with other people? So find a way to communicate those ideas to other people. See, embracing your introversion is about accepting who you are. It's not about justifying your shortcomings. I've only recently realized this and I'm trying to work on it. I hope you would too. If you have anything to add to this list, you can let me know in the comments, and it would be great if you could also like, subscribe and share the video. And now if you'll excuse me, I have some friends to call. Goodbye.